Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. It's Hammond. Oh, they're after him. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a... play and picked up a few on the run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. The run inside. It's Williams. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be fourth down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being fit.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Bear. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Makes the catch. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Direct snap. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Bear. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Touchdown Ducks! A great catch and run for 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
On the direct snap, it's Bear. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complimentary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Looking for room at the 40. Makes the grab in their space. They trip him up, but not before he has a huge gain and sends a bolt of momentum into the second quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Running inside, it's Williams. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Hammond. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
When you get interceptions as a safety, it's anticipation. You can see it. They see the route, they break on it, they go make big hits and big plays. This time, he gets the big INT.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Bear. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Direct snap. It's Bear. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Here's Moore to throw. Makes the grab on the left. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. He wants to go deep. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pocket breaking down. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Ducks. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
On the direct snap, it's Bear. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Dante Moore fires to the wideout. Makes a grab on the right. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Goes high to pull it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The run inside. It's Williams. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Bear. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Direct snap. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help tack on this third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Fights off a defender. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Throwing more. And they're not on the same page there. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. They're working that left side, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. On 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. 4th down, Moore. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
To throw, it's Hammond. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, they blocked the kick.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Bear. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Rides the back. He'll take it himself. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
In the gun on third down, Moore. He lets one fly deep. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Running inside, it's Davison. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Reads it, fires complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Moore lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Gets away from one, finds some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Unloads to the wideout. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Here's Moore to throw. Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled.
He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll line up to go for two. Looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Crosses the goal line for the two-point conversion, and it's an 11-point game. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Dome in Syracuse, New York. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Syracuse Orange. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across. Five, he's brought down at the 26. They think there's room to run to the right here. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
On the snap, it's Miller. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Orange. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So here comes the Michigan offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs tackling the ball.
And the defense catches a break on that one because he was open, and I think he was going to get the 1st down on that 3rd down. But, man, just lack of...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Underwood. Moving out to the right. Trying to find his man in the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short. But when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down. And now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Johnson. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Here's Underwood to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Got his man on the outside. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And how about that play by the free safety? He actually wasn't blitzing on that play. He had dropped down to the box, and he was just watching the QB and watching to see what was going around him. When he saw the quarterback keep holding on to the ball, he just said, man, I'm just going to go get him myself. And he shows you the speed as he's able to close the gap.
Looking for a big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Makes the grab. It's Miller. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Miller. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Throwing Angelic. Catch in the middle. It's Weaver. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
They're going to ride this running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running inside. It's Miller. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angelic. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. Angelic. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Out of the gun to give to the back. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Got a little grass. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Syracuse.
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, Dave, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
Gives him the big stiff arm. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Throwing, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking down the middle. Tosses it incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Trying to make magic with his feet. Got the first down himself. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw.
Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
They'll try to pound their way in. They've got the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
17, Michigan, 8.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Steve Angeli. Under fire. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing Angeli. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Got it in the middle. It's Miller.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Heels to punt and try to pick up some yards. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Underwood. Bringing the heat. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes the catch and he's free. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Motion from the back. Angeli from the gun on third down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on third.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Angeli. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Angeli. It's complete to the right. Got room at the 35. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
On the snap, it's Miller. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick, but the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Direct snap. It's Johnson. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Second down.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Steve Angeli throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There's a crease. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So first down will open up the final period. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Working that left side now. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Underwood. That's caught. It's Marshall. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick.
And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Fires to the big fella. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's Underwood to throw. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Wolverines! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Picks up the 1st down. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cuse. The Orange answer the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Syracuse, 24.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Fires left. That's caught. It's Marsh. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Pressure coming. Myers on the move. Got his man all by himself. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Under fire. Just goes right through the wicket, brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Again, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. And they got it.
And you can tell this offense, they just don't feel comfortable running the football. 1st and goal situation, a lot of times it's a run. They throw an incomplete pass. 2nd and goal, it's a sack. This offense, they've got to find a way to stretch this defense. Maybe some crossing route.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Listen, this offense right now is trailing by multiple possessions. They've given up back-to-back sacks. The #1 priority on this next play has got to be pass protection. Whether that means you leave extra guys in to give this QB an opportunity to throw it downfield, you got to do it because you're not going to have a chance to win if he keeps getting hit like that.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one. Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. Run in the red zone, it's Miller. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. EA Sports College Football with an early season non-conference showdown that might carry a little more weight than just conference bragging rights. It's the Arizona Wildcats and the Duke Blue Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
It might be small, but it is mighty. The Duke fan base has really started coming alive, and just 40,000 fans can sound like 60 the way they are passionate and yelling for their Blue Devils. Duke is finding some success in football in the last decade, and Wallace Wade Stadium is starting to really rock and roll when opponents come to town. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks it. The yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
There's some room. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Duke.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he tacked on the extra point. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Looking for space. It's Craig. Turning it on.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Just feeds the running back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Craig. Makes it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Wide open downfield. He'll He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now,
might have a chance. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. From the gun. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back has it. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back has it. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you
could be an alley. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wildcats! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And the extra point is good. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the right. All by himself. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Blue Devils will snap it on first and 10. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game. At the 35, he's got room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
They'll ride the hot hand. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here's a heat, and it's a sack. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2 and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
And the Blue Devils will try to convert on fourth down.
Hey, punch, punch, punch. Blue idiot.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Back to pass, it's Fafita. Flips it out on the screen. Snags it, and he's open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
and they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Running to Green. Here's a little room there. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45.
Eagle, check, Eagle!
They'll send the back in motion.
Wilson! Doc!
To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. Upstairs to make the catch. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Timeout Duke. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Blue Devils come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 49, set to take this one.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. There he goes. Got enough for the first. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got some room, it was over.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Walker will fire. Going over the top. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Looking for more room at the 20.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Buried before he could blink. How about that play by the strong safety? Made sure his responsibility was covered and then just went and made a play.
Yeah, and sometimes it's freestyling, right? Sometimes coaches will get a little bit upset, but they don't get near as upset when I get the guy on the ground. They're okay with that, but I'm spinning down. I'm playing close to the line of scrimmage.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Man, he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Gets the back moving. Walker to throw. Going to take a shot. He's got it down the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Maybe a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Blue Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
They feed him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Fires quickly. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Gonna run it. It's Craig. Finding some room. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Punts it out of the air. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Wildcats are marching down the field. Dropping back, it's Fafita. He's going to fire deep. Makes a catch at the 20. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the stomping has commenced.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
34-10.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. in motion, trying to clear the picture. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Moore. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Washington, it's Husky Stadium. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, pitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
Maybe some room here. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. On the move from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is. He stopped at the 28. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Williams rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And, man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
Over the middle, it's Williams. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Washington. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short and his fourth down.
Well, just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
Finds him out of the backfield. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back.
Touchdown, Husky. Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they tacked on the extra point. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Snap to the back. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He's got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
Got a little grass. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
In the red area, it's Washington. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give to Hardy. Oh, he's got some space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's got it again. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Throwing Simmons. Gonna let it fly. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. And finally, in the second quarter, they get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking his way. He's too big of a weapon to ignore. If they're going to win this game, he needs more touches.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Stepping to the right. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And these are the plays that defenses talk about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. You play a great job on 2nd down and force the passing situation. Now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
3rd and long, I'm thinking bring in extra DBs, play for the pass, rush the passer, and this offense flips the script, runs the football right at him. Nice job by this offense catching them off guard, making the big play, getting the first down with the run.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run inside, it's Hardy. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's Simmons to throw. Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Mizzou will use its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. They'll run for it. It's Hardy. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The keeper on the option. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing, Williams. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in and you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up, you got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the tight end. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play.
A big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks, and getting the first down.
Bringing the heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. Touchdown, Huskies. With that, they grab the lead
so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Hardy. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Direct snap. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Finds his man, it's Hardy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He makes the grab, and he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw.
There's a crease. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
From the gun, give to Hardy. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Fourth down, Simmons. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. The give to Hardy. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Simmons. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Throwing Simmons. Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Missouri! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. On the move at the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Williams. Zings it complete to the right. There's some room. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. Quickly complete. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Williams unloads to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
Well, they're running 4 verticals down the field, and the quarterback's just hoping one of those matchups can win, but you got to give the defense credit. They were ready for it on the back end, and that is a massive interception late in this game with the score so close.
Huge interception. The 2-minute drill a lot of times decides the football game, and this defense, man, you could tell they were ready for 4 verts. They played deep. They read the quarterback's eyes. They break on the football, and they probably end this football game.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.